Marketing your content. Guest posting. If you want to increase the visibility of your website and to help increase your position in the SERPs, then there are many ways to do this, and you will likely be struggling to know which method is likely to bring you the most success. This is particularly pertinent as many of the methods that we are sold can in fact be ineffectual and end up causing us to get penalized by Google. Here though, we will look at one very good strategy that you can use currently to help build your reputation and increase your position in Google, which is guest blogging. Guest blogging is particularly relevant to those using content marketing, as essentially this is just an extension of what you have already been doing. Only now, you are also sharing your content with people who aren't coming to your site. This is an alternative way to get that first exposure and that first opportunity to get people to start visiting your site of their own volition. What is guest blogging and why should it interest me? Guest blogging essentially means posting in other people's blogs. Here, you find a blog or a website that you like and that you think is somewhat similar to your own, but hopefully has a little more prominence. And then you offer to write them an article in exchange for a link back to your site. They publish your piece, and at the bottom, you will get a little author bio that will include a link back to your website. Normally, when you think about link building, this will mean submitting articles to content farms and sites like eZine Articles, or it will mean submitting them to link directories that no one reads. On the other hand, with guest blogging, you have a chance to get your links onto some genuinely really good websites that can not only help increase your page rank, but also help to bring you organic visitors and massively increase your reputation. How to find sites. The first challenge is how you actually find the sites that are willing to publish your posts in exchange for a link. This is actually often easier than you might think, however. And if your content is genuinely good and your site will offer value to the readers of the blog you are targeting, then you might be surprised to find that these blog owners are guys just like you who are willing and able to help you out. To find the right sites to approach, you should simply message a few of the sites you currently read yourself. At the same time, you can try searching your niche. For example, bodybuilding, and a phrase that indicates they are looking for guest posts. For example, bodybuilding, submit your article, or bodybuilding, guest poster. Make sure that they have the same values as you, however, that their site is good, and that a post here will gain you exposure to the right kind of audience. Another great strategy is to see what your competition is doing. One way you can do that is by using the technique called Follow That Blogger, in which you simply find a guest blogger who is posting on the same subject as you, and then just search for all the different blogs that they have already posted on. No doubt these blogs are accepting guest posts in your niche, and will thus be highly likely to accept yours. You can also just search for all the inbound links on another site and just see if any of those were obtained through guest blogging. Some tips for successful guest blogging. Being successful means not just finding the blogs, but actually getting accepted. Here are some tips to help you do just that. Mimic their editorial style. This is important to ensure that your content fits with the content of their blog, and that their readers will enjoy what you make for them. This means ensuring that you use the same style of punctuation. Avoid person narrative if they do, and generally mimic them as closely as possible. They may have a page of editorial guidelines which will pay you to look at. Research the article well. Meanwhile, you of course need to just make sure that your article is good. Don't give them your leftovers. Give them articles that it hurts you to part with. Be a more complete partner. Don't just offer them an article, but state that you'd like to work with them, and make sure you at least mention their site on your site as an inspiration. Make your site good. When someone includes a guest post of yours with a link, they're often putting that link on their front page. It's important then to make sure that your site is one that they're willing to recommend, so ensure that it's professional and that you offer value to their visitors. Meet them. Struggling to get a response? Try arranging an in-person meeting. There are many ways to do this. You can meet partners at networking events, for example. Or if you've targeted someone in particular, you can even consider hiring them for advice or a consultation. Once they've talked to you about something else, they'll be much more likely to respond if only out of politeness.